Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today Ma Long lost to Zhou, so we will watch the match together, and analyze important points, from the tactical point of view, to see how did Ma Long lose, and if Zhou now has the upper hand, because Zhou beat him 2 times in a row now. Now let's begin with the first half. Ma Long entered the game with an advanced tactic that's known to be effective against Zhou, which is the empty cut. But first let me explain, in short touches and short pushes, you can empty the ball and minimize the spin from it, or you can add backspin to it. Ma Long is so experienced in doing these tricks, let's see in these examples of short pushes that have high backspin. Now let's continue. Ma Long can do a short touch with spin and without spin, so if it has no spin and the opponent doesn't apply spin, what will happen? The ball will be higher for Ma Long to attack, even if it's inside the table. Now after saying that, focus on Ma Long's short touches.
Wow. 因为他作为这个非主力，作为小将去拼老大哥，心态上他会很占优势。
But to confuse his opponent here, he will apply a heavy spin cut. Before I move on to the second tactic used, Ma Long is one if not the smartest table tennis player. Zhou wanted to apply the same after 2 points, but Ma Long was fast to punish him for that. There are many times that Ma Long won points using this method, but to save your precious time, and give you much tactical insight as possible, I will only show 1 or 2 clips. Let's continue. From Zhou's side or any player who faced Ma Long, he has to make use of Ma Long empty forehand. So every player when he faces Ma Long, he tries to make use of this tactic, because Ma Long depends on pivoting a lot. Let's see a few from Fan Zhendong, and then to see Zhou. Now let's see what did Zhou do.
反手相持，8比2。哦，他正手短，直接上手。
Then after losing the first half, Ma Long decided to depend on his backhand and win points with it. This is actually one of the rare matches I see Ma Long not utilizing his strong pivot, but I understand Coach Qin Zhijian decision. Let's see. Let's pause here. The Ma Long we know will keep riding the table with his forehand right, but in this point he will stand still and shoot with his backhand. Life was going good for Ma Long, but Zhou decided to gamble. In table tennis sometimes if you loop with a high speed the opponent can block it easily, and use that speed against you just by blocking, and I am not talking about any opponent, I am talking about Ma Long, so being brave enough to loop kill on the first ball is rare to see against Ma Long. Even Fan Zhendong is very careful in his shots, because of the nature of Ma Long's backhand. Let's see.
是拿下了第1局。漂亮。
If I am to show you how many points went this way, I need a full video on it. This gamble worked perfectly for Zhou, and the reason it did is simple. Every time Ma Long is close to the table, and to block a fast sudden ball with an unknown spin, you need to step a bit further. See again and tell me if you noticed. Remember in the placement video, where I taught you how to win just by placement, this tactic is shown here. You bring the opponent close to the table, then loop kill the ball in any direction you want, This is exactly what Joe is doing here.
是拿下了第一局。漂亮。
That was how Joe went through the second game barely winning. Now in the third game, Ma Long decided that he will prepare for Joe fast backhand and win the point from it. Now my dear friend, tell me what is the solution for this fast backhand when you are inside the table. While you figure it out, let's see how did Ma Long solve it.
提长，这个也不是周启豪主要的这个发球套路。好球。
Let's explore why, in the professional level, to deal with such balls you need to perfectly do three things. 1. You have to increase the spin in your pushes as much as you can, so that the opponent gets a hard time loop killing the ball. 2. Instead of stepping back once, step back twice. And for 3, if you will push long, aim at the middle of the opponent. Now watch again and tell me if you get it.
提长，这个也不是周启豪主要的这个发球套路。好球。
Also, one of the tactics Ma Long used was to aim at Joe backhand. When he is expecting forehand, there is a bit of gamble in this one, but Ma Long has executed it perfectly with no errors. Let's see how effective it was.
半出台抢拉，好球！看看马龙怎么发，还是发正球短，哎，好球！还是发逆旋转，这球接的不好。
With these two tactics, Ma Long has won the third and the fourth game, allowing him to come back in the match again. However, in the fifth and sixth game, Ma Long was suffering from Joe backhand, so he came up with a tactic that he used against Fan Zhendong and Wang Chuqin. Look at the video and tell me if you noticed it.
单手相持。
Good job if you found it. In every backhand-to-backhand transition, Ma Long tries to move Joe, especially aiming in the middle of the table, and usually when the ball is in the middle of the table, you have the decision to play it with forehand or backhand, but when you have a backhand-to-backhand transition, Ma Long puts it in the middle, thus increasing his opponent error chance. Let's watch and focus on Ma Long placement.
第三。哇，漂亮！再来中路相持。
Although the ball was very fast, but Ma Long managed to abide by the coach's tactics and play in the middle. The result is 3 balls to the middle and confusing Joe to win the
第
point.
三。哇，漂亮！再来中路相持。
I feel that after the tournament, the coach will train Joe to shift forehand in the middle of the table, because it's an obvious weakness. Fan Zhendong had the same problem in 2015. That's why he lost the world champions to Ma Long. But now he fixed it. Now let's move to the final game, 3-3, who will win? Ma Long has decided he will surprise Joe by playing pivots, because Joe will try to play safe, but that didn't go well. Let's see Ma Long pivoting again, and exposing the empty forehand weakness.
漂亮！哇，漂亮漂亮！
There's something different in these pivots. Ma Long has changed his pivot tactic. He only pivots now when Joe is deeply inside the table, or if Ma Long can loop a slowly opener first. Why a slowly opener? Because if he opens a fast loop, Joe will counter it fast to his empty forehand. Focus on this clip.
哇，漂亮漂亮！
However, Joe is also a very smart player. He started using the quick counter before even Ma Long starts a rally. Look in the next clip without Ma Long pivoting. He quickly countered it away. And also keep an eye on Ma Long legs. Remember Ma Long legs.
逆旋转，来短，马龙主动上手，嚯！
Now with the final tactic and the key for winning in the last game, the deciding game, is Joe's backhand. Joe has done what neither Ma Long nor his coach expected. He started loop killing the ball with backhand. I was watching the match live with coach Wang Dayang. I am sure if you live in China or Hong Kong you will know him. We were surprised when Joe started loop killing the ball with his backhand, because it's a very big gamble, especially in the final game. Let's see.
2比6。哇塞！
These fast loops could turn the table on Joe, but I respect his decision, and if I meet him in any upcoming tournaments in Beijing, I will congratulate him on his braveness. With that said, I hope you took note of these tactics to use them in your games. Thank you so much for watching. Please share the video and support me on Patreon if you can. Have a great day.